What's going on? This is a tarot card reading for the collective. Let me turn off a space heater in the background. Okay, so it is the first week of January. Maybe a little bit more light and you can see that date up in the corner. Let's see. Pop, 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 pop. How's that look? Boom, 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 boom. Get out of here, feather. Friday, December 3rd. So, you know what? I've been in a weird mood and I don't want to use it as an excuse to not do a reading. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it. I hope that you guys aren't in the same type of mood I'm in because this is very uncomfortable. Why am I feeling? You see how awkward of a shuffle that was? That was like the weirdest shuffle. I don't know. I just feel like not comfortable in my skin. I feel like every little thing is like kind of irking me, you know? I'm gonna take these feathers and put them off to the side right there. I don't know. What do I want? What am I? What's calling to me? What is speaking to me for the collective? Why? I was actually doing some whole other thing and I just suddenly was like, I haven't done a tarot card reading today. I'm avoiding it for some reason. Why am I avoiding it? Let's find out. I'm gonna do 5 cards. All the cards are facing the same way, so I just had the deck oriented in a strange way. So I got the first card out is the Sun in reverse. Yeah. And the 6 of Cups, the Tower, that explains a lot. And the 7 of Wands. Make a little bit of room here. We'll fit one more card in there. And I grabbed 2 by accident. So that's the Page of Pentacles. And yeah, so that explains a lot, actually, is the 2 of Swords. A lot of people interpret this card to mean a tough decision or 2 alternate paths. The swords symbolizing something like decisive action, wisdom, making a decision. But if there's 2 of them and this person holding the swords is blindfolded, what does that mean? That means this person has not made a decision. If this is the reading for you, I'm going to say you are having trouble making a decision because you don't have all of the information you need. Let's look at the rest of these cards and see why that is. Yeah. You're looking ahead at what might not be the best day. Normally, I would say just a more general read of the future. But with the Sun in reverse, I literally feel like it's tomorrow. You have a very bleak mindset about what is happening tomorrow. If this is the reading for you, then you already know what I'm talking about. And the 6 of Cups, the Tower, and the 7 of Wands. So there is some kind of memory, these memories. I'm gonna interpret this card about decisions to mean that there are 2 paths, the left and the right. You're in the Tower moment right now. One of them, I think. Okay, these are these are memories that you have to let go of, and you're clinging to them so hard that it's bringing about a very bad mood. You have a plan that you are planning on doing tomorrow that it is your motivation for doing it is thinking of some positive memory of the past. But you're in this tower moment right now for what reason? The other possible option, if you change your mindset from that, you're going to have to defend yourself against something. I'm going to have more clarification on what that is. Wow. Is there a fight? A physical fight? Or some kind of verbal altercation, but something that's really strong and emotional, coming in really fast. You know, you're gonna, if you wanna step into this new mindset, you're gonna have to go really quickly and with a protective, defensive attitude towards the future right now. You have to let go of these feelings in the past, and you're going to be out of your element for sure, but you're going to have to embrace being this new person. You can't, you're going to be able to manifest what you wish would happen if you can let go of this charming but not maybe that healthy memory that you keep replaying. Let's see what that is. Yeah, wow. Yeah, if you can embrace defending your peace in the aftermath of this tower feeling and making passionate, strong moves rapidly into the future, you're going to have some good fortune. I see some good fortune for the collective. If this is you, that is definitely the better option. If it is about a decision like that and you related to that first part, then you should consider the option that's a little bit more difficult for you. You're going to have to accept that this tower is indeed falling. Trying to keep the tower from falling is what is making that potentially dark future, and let's see what that would be. It's about if you step into action tomorrow with some kind of attitude, like you're putting your feelings, your emotions, wearing them on your sleeve and showing them boldly to the people involved, you're really gonna have a dark time. And from the way these cards are looking to me right now, you know this already. So I'm not telling you anything new. You know one of these two possible decisions is definitely not the healthier option, and you're just really clinging to it because of this Six of Cups. And when I picked a card to modify it, I got the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is a card of walking away. Look how many cards have racked up this image of, at the bottom there are 8 cups, 3 and 5, and then this figure in the background is just walking away from them. You've been thinking these same emotions over and over again, and they are just getting to the point where the best option is for you to leave them behind. Even the 6 out of those 8 cups are actually these positive memories. I know the other 2 cups are meant for either something unrelated or something that doesn't cause you as much pain to remember. But I really think that this is the less healthy option for you. I wouldn't even say less healthy. The other option is completely healthy. This is a case of you, for some reason, clinging to the idea of something. Look at that. When I picked the last card that I didn't put a modification card on top of was that tower, and I picked the 3 of Swords, probably the saddest and most straightforward symbol of regret in the tarot deck. So, you know what? I've been doing these readings, and they're running long even. Like, I think I should keep them shorter, so I'm gonna even try to wrap this up. I'm just gonna do a pyramid on top of these. I'm gonna do it a little bit faster pace. So, okay, the general meaning of that left-hand path right there is looking to the past, gazing off into the distance and thinking too strongly about the past, not thinking of the present. And you know, there's even a little bit of, you know, you not entirely understanding or knowing what's happening, and there's an element to it where you've maybe been frustrated by that, where you're having to at best use your intuition to know what is even going on with that situation, so you don't feel comfortable or in your element. And yeah, it's, if you can, like, what is really happening is, in order to defend this new way of thinking and to move forward really quickly and boldly like that, you're gonna have to carry that sorrow and that tower moment forward with you, and you're gonna have to juggle both of those things. You're gonna have to do a good job at this right hand path. If you take that, you're gonna have to juggle those hurt feelings along with it. They're not gonna be left behind. They're gonna come with you into the future. Yeah, there's gonna be, in order to move quickly with the Seven of Wands and the Eight of Wands, and like that is just wow. Then the Five of Wands right on top of that, and the Five of Wands connecting to that manifestation and good fortune. The Five of Wands is about turmoil. It's about literal conflict. Remember, I said there might even be a physical fight involved. It might be a symbolic fight, but I really got a strong image right away when I first drew the Seven of Wands, and that has just been 3 Wands cards right on top of each other with, and I right away was like, this might be a physical fight, and that is what is depicted in the Five of Wands. It's 5 people swinging large sticks at each other, and yeah, it's rough, and I can see why maybe you're shying away from choosing that path, but it is the path to have good fortune and us, you know, being kind of a little bit out of your element, like the new kid on the block with a new manifestation that you maybe already know what it is right now too. So if you want to get there, you're gonna have to be bold and be a little bit heroic on your own behalf. Yeah, I just pulled the King of Swords. Yeah, so this is if you want King of Swords on the left-hand path would be the front that you would put on if you do choose that left-hand path. You know, when I said the Knight of Cups is going to be like this emotional wearing your heart on your sleeve feeling. If you want to, if you insist on doing the left-hand path, despite what I just told you about the right-hand path, maybe you're afraid of that fight. Maybe you want to cling to those Six of Cups old memories that are pleasant memories to think about for the most part, and you know in your heart you need to walk away from it. But if you insist on going with that left-hand path, you're gonna have to have this King of Swords energy where you know what you want and you are matter of fact about it, and you can take those hard feelings like a man, and you know that you're going into, or a woman as the case may be, but you can take it like an adult is what I mean. And the Sun in reverse card is, you know, you're going into some dark times. If you choose that left-hand path, you're gonna have to take it with grace and diplomacy and straightforwardness. And if you turn your back on that path, accept that the tower is happening, and just stoically let that tower happen. Whether you choose the left or right path, you're going to have to do that. A stoic attitude where you look at what is really happening with, you accept that you have options and that you know that you can remain calm, whether you choose the left or right path. And, the right hand path is a lot to carry. It's going to be a burden and it's going to be a fight. So I see why you're shying away from it, but keep your eyes on the prize right here, where good fortune and and manifestation, where it's even a little bit outside your comfort zone, where you feel like the new guy at it, that's what you're going towards if you do that. But it's going to require you to pick up more of a burden than, pick up the pieces of that tower moment that's happening and press forward. If you take the left-hand path and you can accept and carry that stoicism forward and you can be wise, it is going to make you more worldly. You will be wrapping up that story if you continue and face those feelings. You will eventually get to the point where you feel wise and you turn your back on that past moment, but you can move forward understanding that you're going through this tower moment, whether you like it or not. And you'll end up feeling a little more worldly and wise after the ordeal that you have been through. It might be time to do that, I can't say. Originally, at first, I thought the left-hand path was a little bit more scary, but when we look at the right-hand path, if you look directly at that tower for what it is, and you look at how much of a burden it's gonna be for you to do this manifestation, there is some really strong cards right here, the World and the Devil. If you push for what you want, the way that you're going to come across to other people, like the King of Swords, with the being wise and remaining level-headed and clear-headed despite these reverse sun dark days that you're going into right now. If you choose the left-hand path, that's who you really need to be. But the World card is about who you're going to look like to other people, how you're going to come across to other people while you step into this new role. And that is, you will be very worldly. If you pull that off and choose the dark day as a response to the tower, then you are going to come across. But if you want to be the villain in the story, if you want to be a person who reaches out and takes what they want, even if it's a burden, even if it's a fight, you will ultimately you'll step into a new timeline, basically, with that novice at manifestation and good fortune. So that's not necessarily something to shy away from. Sometimes you do have to be the villain. And this final card is what I'm about to put down, the Ace of Pentacles. So this is another card about a lot of people interpret as manifestation. It's giving you the ability to choose the way that you're going to have a lot more resources. This tower is falling. You're going to have a lot more resources than maybe you think right now. When you're moving into this new timeline, if you choose the right-hand path, you're going to have enough power with this devil energy to carry more than you think and to persevere through this fight. And if you want to choose the left-hand path, you're going to have the resources to remain level-headed, turn your back on that those what are happy memories that you've been thinking about, and they're keeping you trapped in those dark days. If you really delve into it and go forward, wear your heart on your sleeve, and embrace that what you're trying to do by pursuing that left-hand path is to become wise, you'll eventually hit that worldly energy, and you're going to have the resources to do that too. So I hope that this reading helped you choose whichever of those paths is better for you. We're coming up on about 20 minutes in the next 30 seconds. I appreciate you watching this tarot card reading. Thank you so much. Happy 2025.